Okay, so we're going on to dumbbells now. It's going to follow very similar principles. You can combine stuff from the roots bit, the bodyweight stuff with this stuff, but I'm just going to show you how to get a workout in just using a dumbbell. First off, I'm going to cover some basic mobilizations we can do for shoulders and arms. If you've done the shoulders and arms section already, it will be going back over a lot of stuff you've already done. Feel free to skip it, or you can get a refresher on it. So first off, all I want you to do, nice and simple, just want you spinning around like that. Now, I am using one dumbbell here. You can use two, you can do both arms at the same time if you like, but we're just going to use one for this one. And all we're going to do is we're going to gradually twist, twist, all the way up. You can have a little drop, and then back there. I actually caught myself in the head though, so be careful. And then back, and then we'll go to the other arm, get a bit of a spin going, get all this tissue moving, and then we're going to go up. Now you can do a few of these, you can do one of these, just use it to get things moving. If you feel a bit stiff during the workout, you can always do a few more, you can do it in between sets. Don't overcomplicate it, right? But that's the first bit, yeah. And it's just going to get this elbow moving, it's going to get this shoulder moving, it's going to get this wrist moving, it's going to get all these tissues that usually get gunked up and irritated and then start to cause problems like in our shoulders, in our necks, in our upper backs. It gets them moving. It also helps us to, it's almost like, it's a bit of a fault scan, you know? Because what you might find is, so for example, on this side, I get to about there, and it's quite restricted. Like my forearm's quite restricted once it's in that position compared to my right one. And I haven't got the rhythm, I haven't got the same sort of control, and what I would say is the same sort of connection with that, you know, the neurology isn't quite there. So I might feel some clicks, I might feel some tightness, and it's an opportunity to just take your time and just go, okay, oh, just relax a bit, okay. You know, have a play around with it again. It's a little screening tool I use when I'm using dumbbells, right? That's the first one. Next one, I'm going to do is I'm going to swing. So it's like a little swing like that. You can just do a few of these, a bit like how we did the swings. Oh no, I've not covered that with you guys yet. Ignore that. I'll show you that one in a minute. But we're just going to swing, and then once I get to, once I've done a few of them, I know I've done a few there, but let's say 5. Yeah. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to press up. I'm going to turn, so I'm going to press and I'm going to turn and out and down, swing, turn. You see how everything's moving and flowing as I do that, and my body's turning and twisting, but so's my arm, so I do it super slow. And then back, we get that flowing. Yeah, so again, we do a few of them. See, as I'm doing it, I let it kind of just flow back. I don't want any resistance, I just want it to swing. I want it to feel nice and relaxed, and then boom. So this arm again, for me, not as smooth, a bit more restricted. You know, so here's quite tight. So when I do that, and I get to like there, I can feel this stretching out as well. But that's why I like it. It moves things that might not normally move. So you could call it multi-planar, rotational, blah, blah, blah. It ticks all those boxes. Yeah, and it's dead simple. So the other one, this is what I was about to talk about before, is just a simple pass round, right? Now I'm going to show you how to advance this in a second, in a separate video. But you can just do a few of these as well, just to get everything going. And if you're feeling really confident, right, you can do some arm swings with it. Again, I'll have covered this in shoulders. I would encourage you, if you're doing them, to start very light, and I'll cover them in a separate video in this, in fact, because each one of them deserves its own video. But it's just to show you how, few of them, and I can rotate between them. I could go to that and then do some twists, do some curls, some presses. And we're just getting ourselves moving, but it's not just about our shoulders and arms, it's about our full body as well, which is going to transfer to the work we're going to do in a minute.